What the heck? I'm just going to start winging it today. I have no notes. I do have some props. Generally, I do a better vlog. I can create a better vlog when I have some notes. No notes today, so if things go badly or awry, I'm just going to stop and go away. Maybe never come back. So let's hope it goes well. Let me see where to start, because it's December and I have had to go out because December forces us to face the stores and to go shopping. So I have had to be out in it. And today I had to see my doctor about my blood pressure, which, oh, well, that's another story. I'll get to it. All is well with my blood pressure. We finally regulated what my medicine was. So that was good. And from my doctor's office, I wanted to go to Lee Valley because, well, I wanted to get Pat's Christmas present, which is nothing very spectacular because we don't do that. Pat and I really don't exchange gifts, except for maybe one thing. And, oh, by the way, do you like my plaid shirt? Nice, eh? I like my plaid shirt. It's nice and warm, and it's chilly today. Anyway, Pat and I don't exchange gifts, really. We're beyond that. But we do get one little thing for each other. And what I found for him, and it's a functional thing, because that's where my frame of mind is these days. I just don't understand anymore all of the, stuff that we give each other. So what I got him is a trunk organizer thing. It's got Velcro feet, and you can put it where you need to put it, and it will stop packages from tumbling over or falling or tipping or rolling about. So there's straps and there's I hope it will be good. But that involved going to Lee Valley, and usually that's a pretty good experience, but I had some issues there. The usual types of things, where I look at people and think, how have you managed to get this far in life successfully? I'm going to try and remain positive, but all of the things that I have to tell you aren't. Anyway, it was an unpleasant experience at Lee Valley. And on the way home, I had to stop at the drugstore and to pick up 2 prescriptions and give them my prescription for the amended pill dosage. So here's what I was going to tell you. 2 weeks ago, I saw my doctor. He changed my medicine. So instead of taking 2.5 milligrams of my pill, he said take a whole pill, which is 5 milligrams, doubling the dose. The first prescription, gave me 50 pills that I had to snap in half and take a half a dose. I'm covered under my medical benefits for medicines, so I didn't have to pay for them. But I can't now renew because the 50 pills should have lasted me 100 days. It's clear to me, right? Doctor changed the prescription. I didn't. And I don't want to cheat anybody out of pills. So the pharmacist advised me that I'd probably need to call my insurance provider to explain to them why I'm going to need pills a lot sooner than they expected. So instead of in 100 days, I needed new pills in 50 days. So I came home to do that, and I called. 45 minutes later, they're still needing to call me back. I explained this. I learned in my job to speak precisely And I can do that. Doesn't seem like I do that when I talk to you. But I can be very precise when I need to be, because that was my job. You needed to be clear. So I tell the agent that came to the phone that I was on blood pressure pills, that the dose wasn't correct. The doctor has amended the dose to double it. My pills, I got 50 pills that I was meant to break in half, giving me 100 days worth of dose. That didn't work anymore. And I only have 19 pills left, and pretty soon I'm going to need more. And she said, you should have 58 pills left. And I said, well, let me explain it to you again. They weren't working. They weren't strong enough. I needed more pill, and the doctor amended that, gave me a new prescription, which I took to the pharmacy. But the pharmacy can't fill it because you won't let them. And it's my benefit. I'm not paying for them because you won't. It took 45 minutes to explain this to this woman. She left me on hold for at least 10 minutes while she clarified, because she didn't know what to do. She came back, and we talked some more. I had to tell her the whole thing all over again. And as I told my story, of course, all of you know me well enough that you would understand that I'd be getting more and more and more dramatic. I was trying my hardest to be patient. Anyway, I'm glad I called rather than waited until 5 days before I need new pills, because that's going to be Christmas. I won't be able to reach anybody, and I'll be, I don't know. I can't imagine the pharmacy not giving me pills, but I'd have to pay for them, which is no crisis, but there's a principle involved. Anyway, the coverage people, the insurance provider, will be calling me back because it's just not clear. Okay, what else? I made 2 hats. I'm in the process of making another for my greats. This one's Carson's. It's so soft. I hope it'll be. He's 2 months old. So he'll be 3 months old at the end of December. And I hope that's big. I think he'll be all right. This one is for Kira, and it looks enormous to me. But babies have big heads. And Claire's I'm just working on. This is very nice yarn to be working with. It's this, just in case you're curious. I can't say that word. So I was in my local yarn shop the other day, on Sunday, because they had a little sale. And look at what I found. Let me make sure that they're all pointing the right way. Just a minute. Oh, it's so complicated. I found these, which are these Addy Flip Sticks Premium. Aren't they pretty? They're light aluminium, and see, look, they're pointed on this end, and they're blunts on this end. These are size 5 millimeters, or US size 8. And I also got these. These are size 2.5 millimeters. See, it doesn't give a US size. They're sock needles. And again, they're blunt at the bottom and pointy there. And do you see how much they were? I think that's expensive. I can't remember if I've told you this story, and it's one last one. Look, I'm at almost 10 minutes. I have to go. But I'll tell you this last one because it's about Claire. And I have a feeling that I already did tell you, but the last time I saw Claire, Claire is 3 and a bit. 3.5, I guess? Not quite. 3 and a bit. I asked her how she was, and she said her knee hurt her. And I said, oh dear, what happened? And she said, I'll try and quote it. She said to me, I tumbled over a rock and landed on my knee. And then she blinks. She looked at me. I tumbled over a rock, but it wasn't you. How cute is that? It wasn't you, rock. And when I left, she called me, don't go, you're my rock. I have a feeling I already told you that story, but oh well. It was at the end. I'll be back later rather than sooner. That's it, that's all.